What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dad Planet. Brendan here. Hey, if you're new here, welcome. If you are old here, welcome back. It's another What's Sold on eBay video. This is for the week of August 1st through the 7th, 2020. A pedestrian week of sales at $29.30. You can see net sales 2,000. A little bit slower than I'm used to. And, you know, it's people getting back into the swing of things. Quite honestly, it's me sourcing less, spending less time sourcing, which is my own fault. And then just buying less, probably being a little bit too picky. So, you know, you throw all of that into the bowl here and sales are slowing down a little bit. They really need to be, again, into the $3,000–4,000 range for me to get really excited about it. But I, you know, will never complain. Sales are sales are sales. So, yeah, we're going to take a look at 10 items here from the week that was. Items I think are interesting. Probably a few that you have never seen before, and you know, we'll go into the lessons behind some of the things maybe you have seen here, just to give you an idea of how I think and what my thought process is in stores when I'm sourcing, what I'm looking for, and what type of returns I expect at the end of the day. So let's get into the first one here. Acro print. The model is ES700. This is like a punch, like a time-stamped punch card. Like you stick your card in, it stamps it, and you're on your way. I don't know anything else about this item other than its functionality. So I held on to this for quite a long time, and I really, if I remember pricing it at the time, pricing it at $99.99 was not exorbitant, if I remember correctly. So I'm wondering why this took so long for me to sell, because I had it for, I think, over a year, and it finally sold to the right buyer, likely a commercial purchase. So sold for full price, $99.99. They paid $15.40 in shipping and then $7.21 in tax. So they're $122.60 all in. I don't remember what I paid for this, but I can tell you it was probably no more than $9.99. Tucked away, just looked like your average everyday thing. It mixed in with cell phone cases and whatever at a thrift store. So $10 max. It may have even been half that, $4.99. But I did get full price on it. So keep your eye out for these little like timestamp print machines. Again, the brand is Acro print, and the comps at the time, you know, I was right in line with them. So, you know, I don't really know why it took that long to sell, but, you know, list and forget, keep your listing count high, rinse and repeat. It's the name of the game. Okay, so this one here, the brand is Stampin' Up, and Paper Pumpkin is the name of the brand on these crafts. If you go into my active listings or even check some of my sales, you'll see a bunch of these listed. So I bought a bin at a Goodwill for $7.99, and it had probably 20 to 30 of these packs in here, all brand new. The list value was around $500, and I've sold through a good number of them already. So Paper Pumpkin, this was from March 2017, and Bunny Buddies is the name of this one here. So comes with, like, you know, little usually they come with stamps. This one I don't see has the stamp with it. I wonder if I forgot to list it in there. I don't know. Is it in the package? No. They come with little stamps on the side. So anyway, I got $30 for this one full price, and then the buyer paid $3.99 in shipping. So they are $33.98 all in, and again, I think I might, maybe if you tally it all up, 50 cents into this. A really exciting haul for sure. Keep your eye out for craft lots in general, because what I'm noticing a lot of times when I'm in store is rather than just price them all individually when they come out like this, they just bulk price them so that they can move on. So you'll see it a lot. Like you kind of have to dig through the craft section and the bins and all of that and all of the things that they kind of leave in the store. But yeah, you can get really good deals for items like this. And I don't know much about the brand. I didn't dig too deep into it, but all of the ones that I did purchase that were in this craft bundle, they were all brand new. I think it's like a subscription model. Like every month they ship you a box, and it has these the craft pieces in the box. So, but yeah, they were all retired, all either retired or discontinued. I'm pretty pleased with with that haul there. So $500, you know, if they all sell on $7 or $8 that I spent is pretty sweet. So yeah, keep your eye out for Paper Pumpkin in general for sure. I think it's I don't know, I have this backwards. Maybe I did sell similar. I think it's CO Bigelow, and then this is from Bath and Body Works. So this was lemon, number 1999. Gorgeous scent. It smelled nice. You know, sometimes you have to check too temperature makes a difference on perfumes and colognes. Sometimes they can get kind of rank smelling. This one smelled fine. The interesting thing about this, and this is what you want to look for when you're in store, is a lot of times, at least in my experience, they will bundle them together and put them in bags, right? And so you see a lot of like creams and mini shampoos, or like the samples that come from hotels. They mix them all in together. So I'm doing like the squeeze test. I'm looking for glass bottles, sort of like this here. So this was mixed in, and I paid $6.99 for like a bag of 8 or 9 of these like shampoos and whatever. So this was mixed into that. So no value on any other stuff. I just threw that away. Still paid $7 for the lot. This was the winner right there, and I got full price for it. So $89.99, $8 in shipping, $5.40 in tax. So they're $103.39 all in, and that's what you have to look for. Like, not necessarily in like the beauty section, right? What I happen to notice lately is they are hanging these things on end caps, right? And they're just in really random spots, and there's no rhyme or reason for why they put these things where they put them. So you have to dig into those bags. Like, I see a lot of like sample toothpastes and toothbrush, and you'll have a cologne, you'll have a perfume mixed in there. So keep your eye out. Train your eye to look in the places that you wouldn't normally look, or maybe somebody misplaced a bag and set it somewhere else. But normally it's the staff that's putting it in with the rest of this, with the rest of the items that kind of don't go together, and then you'll find some home runs when you're digging. So keep your eye out for that. CO Bigelow, $11.99. Great scent. Comps were right in line, and yeah, getting full price was pretty exciting. So keep your eye out. Okay, Baby Brezza. If you haven't heard of like this formula maker brand, keep your eye out for it for sure. So I paid $30 on Facebook Marketplace for this. Now, you can, if you look at comps on Baby Brezza, you can part out components from the machine, or you can just sell the machine, because they still sell for a high dollar amount. The unique thing about this item here was that it was red. And at the time that it sold, I was the only listing on the red version. I think there's a white version. I think there's a black version as well. So $30 I paid on Facebook Marketplace, and I got full price, $119.99. Buyer paid $27.91 shipping, $8.40 tax, so $156.30 all in. And this is a buyer that wanted the machine for whatever reason. And then from an aesthetic standpoint, maybe they have like a red themed kitchen or whatever room they're using this in. So keep your eye out for Baby Brezza, 1. Check Facebook Marketplace, they pop up often there. Don't be afraid to part them out, 2. And 3, hey, if you find a rare color like the red, ask for a high dollar amount, because you'll end up getting it. So I was the only red at the time, like I said, and it sold. So it's pretty cool. But the model number on this was FRP0045. Make sure you're keeping your eye out for Baby Brezza. It's a great brand. So these like growing systems, this is AeroGarden, the brand here. And the interesting thing about this one was it was filthy when it was in store. So it was listed for $9.99, and it was really, really light, almost kind of flimsy. For those of you that are familiar with them, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like they're light and just they don't feel like they're high quality, but they're effective systems, and they sell really well. There's a large market for them of people that are looking for these types of items. So I'll show you a couple of pictures. The top gets raised and lowered depending on where you're at in your growth spectrum there when you're trying to grow vitamins, when you're trying to grow vegetables. But yeah, it was a little bit dirty, and here it is plugged in. So I cleaned it up really well. I couldn't find decent enough comps on the Veggie Pro model, the one that I'm selling here. So it's 100633-BLK, which is the color black. And so I listed it at a price that I was happy with, $74.99. Maybe took a month, maybe 2 months to sell, and it sold for full price. So $74.99, $22.51 in shipping, and then $5.85 in tax. So they're $103.35 all in. Again, it was only $10. This is like another one of those quintessential items where it doesn't have the appearance of being expensive, and it's light. A lot of times the thrift stores will upcharge, even if they can't find comps, or they've decided in their brain that an item either does or doesn't have value. just because it's light. They'll raise the price when something's heavy. This one was light, and I thought $10 was a fair price. So it worked excellent, just like I said. Keep your eye out for AeroGardens for sure. You're going to see stores like charging $30 and $40 for this who think they are on the up and up with regards to reselling value. So keep that in mind. But AeroGarden for sure, good brand, sells really well, sells for a high dollar amount. And again, I think I had an item that was kind of unique, the Veggie Pro model. So I got kind of lucky there. All right, for those of you that have been following me, I mean, I sell a ton of bread machines and I sell a ton of sewing machines. This one was kind of obvious. So it was marked $19.99 in Goodwill. The quality of this machine, in my opinion, just like the touch and feel test, was incredible. And of course I did video on the needle working and all that stuff to reassure the buyer that it was in good working condition. The comparables were obviously excellent. So pricing this at $250 was absolutely a fair price. I think it sold within a month for a full price, $250, yeah, and then they paid $21.68 in shipping and $24.11 in tax. So they're just under $300, $295.78 all in. The model on this one is 403A, the Slant-O-Matic needle sewing machine. This thing is really, it's just a gorgeous machine. Works really well, and again, for machines that might need servicing, like I have a plug, if you will, I can kind of go next door to one of the thrift stores and have them service it or have them take a look at it for me. So I buy, like, with complete confidence all of the sewing machines that I get. But this one was just a kind of a rare beauty. Came with a bunch of extras, had the original manual there, and it worked to perfection. Beautiful, beautiful machine. $250 on $20 all day long. Packing. People are asking me to do shipping videos. At some point, I'll get to the shipping videos. I'm really kind of focused for your sake on top line, just how I focus on my business is like top line sales, always growing revenue. So packing these things can be a challenge, especially if you're low on, bubble wrap. But we'll get to that eventually. You got to pack these things really, really tight, really, really well. It got to the buyer fine, and everybody was happy. So it's a good sale. All right, we're still in a pandemic. I'm still focused on cleaning supplies. So this is the Gloss Boss. Again, another item that was light, unassuming. Goodwill doesn't want to have anything to do with it. They slapped it was $12.99, yeah, $12.99 or $13.99 price tag on it. Set and forget. I looked it up. Comps look good. Bought it. Resold it for $100. So buyer paid $24.44 in shipping and then $7.47 in tax. So they're $131.90 all in. Gloss Boss. I don't know if there's a model number. I don't remember if there's a model number on it, but you'll know these when you'll see them because they all look very, very similar. So did a video of it working. It didn't come with anything other than what you see. There were no extras, no accessories. So if you look at the bottom of this one here, though, it was relatively clean and in good condition, and it was light. I mean, the shipping, I couldn't break the thing down. So it had to ship in a large box, which probably explains the price tag on shipping. It's dimensional, not just weight. But excellent condition. There's obviously a market for it, and another item that Goodwill's just going to continuously pass up. So those are the items you want to keep your eye out for. So cleaning, pandemic, unassumed by Goodwill, all of those things. It checks all of the boxes. So keep your eye out for an item like this, or items like this, because all of them still selling very, very well, faster than they normally would, because we are still in a pandemic, even though I feel like we're trying to turn the corner, school's starting back up. That's a discussion for another day. So move on to the next one. To the untrained eye, if you look here, some of you might know this already, Papillon is what you see, okay? Birkenstock is kind of tucked underneath that word. So right, for the novice or for the amateur reseller, you might look at these. They're beautiful. I mean, they look, the white floral pattern on the top makes them look nice, and they resemble Birkenstocks. But a lot of people might skip this and pass these up. You, on the other hand, now that you know, will not do that in store. So yeah, this is a pair of Birkenstocks, but Papillon is the brand. Floral antique cream, woman's clog, Beautiful shoe. This cost me $4.29 at a Goodwill. Show you a picture of the soles. They look fabulous. Another shot of the interior. Size 10. Buyer paid $55. $14.90 to have them shipped. I think this went to California. And then $3.99 in tax. So they're $73.88 all in. They left me wonderful feedback saying how much they love the shoes. Keep your eye out for Papillon. Always check a Birkenstock that looks like a Birkenstock, because that's not the only kind of off-brand that they sell. I wish I could remember what the other one is that they have. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. Probably should have prepared in advance when I was doing this video, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, keep your eye out for this brand for sure, because it's kind of one of those like fly under the radars, I think, still at this point. All right, cross stitch. The only thing I really know about cross stitch, like really know, is that when you see it, especially if it's brand new in the package, scan the barcode or look the brand up if there is no barcode. Fortunately for me, I was in a thrift store and I found 4 or 5 of these. One of them, if you look at my active listings, I have listed for $150. It's a Garden Fairy one that has a comp that sold in the vicinity of that price, so that was pretty exciting. I don't know anything about cross stitch. I can't cross stitch. I don't know anyone that does cross stitch. But there's still a huge market for it. So this one here, her name is Marjolaine Baskin, and this is a Bird Tree House cross stitch kit, brand new, and it sold for $26.99. I think this is the day I sent offers. $26.99, and they pay $3.99 in shipping, so they're $30.98 all in. This cost me a whopping $1.99. Again, just thrown into the arts and crafts section. Goodwill's not paying attention to this stuff, so I got lucky, and I always say luck favors the well prepared. So in this case, I was just prepared by being there and doing my homework like a good reseller. And yeah, keep your eye out for brand new cross stitch patterns. Marjolaine Baskin, maybe she's another one to keep your eye out for. Yeah, that's all I got for you on that one. All right, let's get to the last one. All right, another $1.99 purchase here. So David Bowie Ziggy Stardust shirt was this from 1998. Let me get you a picture of the tag. Delta tag there. That's not what I want to show you though. So I guess, hold on, let me see. I'm looking at the, I'm trying to get you a picture of the Stenton mark. Let's see if I can. So down below, if you look right there, it says 1998 Stenton SA. That's the artist for the artwork on the shirt there. And yeah, this sold for, I actually sent or a buyer sent me an offer of $76, and I took it. So $76, $3.99 in tax. So they're exactly $79.99 all in. And for $1.99, boy, vintage t-shirts, how many times have I gone over this now? Obviously, keep your eye out for them. I have a bunch in inventory right now, not all of them priced this high, but I've sold quite a number of them in the $70, $80, $90, $100 and more range. So David Bowie, vintage t-shirts. This even had a little bit of wear at the top left shoulder, as you can see there. But for vintage condition, excellent. So yeah, that's it. Most people, I think, would be happy with $3,000 in sales. For me, based on the previous weeks, it felt a little bit slower, but it's all right. It's kind of me and not them, and me and not you. I just haven't been in the stores as much recently, so we're going to change that because I want to finish strong in August. So hey, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon. If you liked the video, like the video as well. And listen, I consider you guys my family. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.